Here you can see a 3D model which looks a little bit like half of the handle of a screwdriver. We need to generate a toolpath from this model. We can do this by using the cross sections. You can see here the blue ones and the purple ones. So we now first need to select the blue cross sections. So we move to Edit, Select Path. OK. And we now have to set the accuracy, as the NC toolpath will contain few small lines. We can define the deviation of the small lines to the arcs in the cross sections. So we, for example, can define a 0.5 mil deviation for the arcs. So we click on OK. We now deselect these cross sections and select the skin section cross sections, and we then move to 3D skin. We can define the tool we will be using. For instance, in this case we will use the ball end of 10, and this again is a kind of a definition of accuracy. The smaller the distance between the lines, the better service you will get. So let's say we'll use 2 mil in this case. You can see that the scallop height will be approximately 0.1. So if we set this a little bit smaller, 0.5, you will get a 6 micrometer surface roughness. We can then define the strategy if you want a zigzag or continuous. In this case we might select a zigzag movement, and it will be perpendicular to sections. In this case it is not an inward surface but an outer surface, so we'll leave it to that, and we will click on OK, as we don't need a 5-axis toolpath here. OK, so here you see the toolpath. If we enlarge this a little bit, you can see it contains small lines which will then generate a toolpath. So if we add connect lines at Z, for instance Z1 is 50, Z2 is 40, and let's say this is 100 mil. There are lines, and to convert this directly into NC code we can click on the camera, and there's our NC program. So if you have the cross sections which you can import from a 3D system, you can fairly easily convert this into an NC program. So please take a look at the next video to get to know more about Tensor CadCam.